What's up, guys? The ranked 36th player in the world has mutated Royale recruits with minor wall breakers. Instead of having pure defense or pure offense, you have the best of both worlds. Recruits and wall breakers constantly bombard opponents while the bomb tower clutches up on defense. When the onslaught of aggression of spear goblins, bats, minor wall breakers, and Royale recruits charging gets just enough damage, you can minor poison out your opponent while you watch them pout. There's over 10 players in the top 100 in the world playing this deck right now. It's time to evolve our own plays with this new pro strategy and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. Hey, full speed against Ferrari. You guys know the deal, wall breakers at the start. Let's see what the dude's gonna do. Lots of times we bait out more elixir than the wall breakers are worth, and already we get 4 elixir and a wall breaker connection on the right. Oh my gosh. I'm blessed with one of the best starting hands. Imagine not having bomb tower while your opponent goes in for a mini peck at the start of the match. Not a vibe. We're able to go for spear goblins off to the side. I think that does pull the mini pack to the other side. Very cool. So if you guys don't do that, make sure you're utilizing your spacing to pull the mini pack as much as you can. Otherwise, if your opponent's going to have like a zap plus rage, they can break through and make you just massively messed up. So we're going to go for wall breakers. I bet you he's going to have like a Dark Prince right now. The good thing about this match is we have a certifiable shield. Finally, we can go and counter Sparky if that's what he's going to be running. Usually when you go for recruits, it's going to be paired with like piggies or something or a fly machine. But recruits are really, really good into Sparky. And I think that's exactly what we're playing into. Unless he's just running a bridge spam deck with like Evolved Knight, Phoenix, and then Goblin Giant. I don't know. There's a chance that that's the case too, because he just seems very reluctant to cycle a Sparky in the back right now. Okay, so we could Electro Wizard counter with a, I don't know. Just go for a log here. Finish off the Phoenix Egg and then go Spear Goblins off to the side and then go Miner. We lost 1 Spear Goblin, but there's 2 Troopers still left over. I wonder if they're going to bait out extra elixir. Yeah, there's the Sparky. Wait, the Spear Goblins are still in the tower. How much damage are we getting with those? We got to get a damage counter from those Spear Goblins. That was a lot. Okay, we can maybe go for Bats here as well. And then if he decides to continuously spam us, we have recruits. So I bet he goes in for Rage. That's totally fine. We got the recruits. And they're evolved, by the way. No big deal. They're super angry and charging at the Sparky while the Sparky's angry at them and she's all raged up. Okay, so I don't know if he's able to counter the 2 recruits on the left. They're just going to do so much damage. We go for wall breakers here. We can go for Spear Goblins on top of the mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm trying to bait out all the small spells with the wall breaker so he has nothing for the Spear Goblins. Yep, that's an entire tower. So we totally trashed this man in the span of 2 minutes before overtime. So before double elixir or anything else, he's definitely dead.
You thought it was over.
Well, he's definitely dead if we're able to defend this push, that is. Genuinely, like, when people have an Evolved Knight, the games become super sketchy. Even if you think it's completely won, it's not won until you're done with that Evolved Knight. Now we're going to go for recruits. I think with the Phoenix locked onto our tower, we do want to go for a log. Wait, this is pretty bad. We are going to lose our tower. Dang, dude. The Evolved Knight just tanked for so long. Anyway, Sparky's going to hit the miner. Both wall breakers will connect. And then I think we're back in business. Obviously, if the recruits just soak up the damage too, you have an everlasting offense against Sparky. So even if you find a way to lose your tower, I think you're just able to go for like poisons, logs, going for more miners. The Sparky's going to die on his side of the map. That's ridiculous. It's cool because you can never build up a big push. We're also dropping our miner in the far back because we don't really care about anything else other than getting like a couple cards cycled and getting back to our poison. So if we're able to lay his stuff and pull everything back like that mini P.E.K.K.A, the man's just going to be lost in a maze. And despite being a Ferrari, he wasn't able to speed towards our towers. He was permanently stuck on his side of the map. Hey, we got to give me his Anger Fist. I wonder if he's going to punch me if I beat him. I hope not. We're going to go for wall breakers in the back and we'll see what's happening. Definitely want to get some nice damage with those. And we can go and pull back the Lumberjack with the Miner to go and troll our opponents. So he has to spend elixir on both sides. I love doing that. There's nothing more satisfying than getting a wall breaker connect after your opponent drops basically all of their elixir. Seriously, he dropped 7 elixir and he still wasn't able to stop 2 elixir wall breakers with the Miner. It was really troll. 1 wall breaker connected to the left-hand side, and he had to dedicate almost all of his elixir here. So I think the Lumberjack will eventually die as well. The Spear Goblins are going to help out, and we can go for wall breakers on the right because he doesn't have Barbro and Cycle anymore. I don't know if that's the right decision, even though we're going in the right-hand lane and our opponent doesn't actually have that much elixir. I think 1 wall breaker connecting is cool, but I genuinely don't want to go on the same side as him. But I'm going to do a lot of split lane pushes, so maybe it makes sense to do it anyway. Do we have to go for a log? I don't... Yeah, I should have. I was going to say, I don't know. I trust my bomb tower damage, but the bomb tower splash did not do enough. It's all good. We're down like, I don't know, 900 HP. Not something that's irrecoverable. If we go for Miner plus Bats on the left-hand side, that could be cool. I also am thinking about going Spear Goblins depending on what he does. He's probably in a snowball or something. Yeah, there it is. Now we go for Spear Goblins. The Miner's still tanking for the Spear Goblins. Endless pressure with this deck. And if we pull back the Knight and the Spear Goblins lock on the tower, aw, that would have been really clutch. Anyway, it is what it is. You want to go in for anything else? Like, we can go in for recruits right now. He's going to lose his lumberjack for sure. Even if he decides to go in for that, we have log. That's really good. The fact that we finally have an answer to the Ram Rider in our deck. We want to use it. We were willing to use it this time. Okay, so the recruits are going to charge in the tower. The magic archer is dead to the miner. We can maybe get enough damage on the right-hand side to start switching again. We've switched sides so many times in this deck. I don't even know. Like, I guess recruits just give you endless opportunities to do that, right? If it's not going well, just try the other side. See what happens there. It's kind of like my life goals, you know? Just trial and error until things work. What do we do? Maybe Spear Goblins on the right-hand side, and then recruits again to get the evolution. Getting the Evo Knight is going to be concerning for us because we have to get recruits on the field to finish them off. Otherwise, if the Evo Knight's just going to be tanking for eternity, then we're dead. So, go for bats here, maybe going for a bomb tower. Just going to set up the bomb tower a little bit earlier as well. Poison on top of the magic archer is good. It's going to stay in that place. And even though it's directed towards the left-hand side, it's going to have to finish off the recruits, which will take a while. All right, we're going to miner wall breakers. Even if he goes barbell, that's not going to be enough for him. He's going to have to spend a little bit more. Since we have the bomb tower still in the field, we want to go and redirect his units closer by. All right. 2 bomb towers, maybe? It does pull the Ram Rider. Even if you're charging with your Ram Rider in the other side, it still gets pulled by a bomb tower in the other lane in that particular placement. All right. Can we get recruits down, or do we have to go wall breakers? I think we got to go wall breakers before we go recruits. Still going to work. It's going to take a considerable amount of elixir, though. All right, wait. He used his bar barrel. The recruits will start charging in the right-hand side. I wonder if any of them will charge in the left. Your goblins are going to come through. We can log on top of the Ram Rider. The miner's going to be tanking for that one recruit in the right. It's going to charge in the tower. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Even though the recruit was beaten and damaged down and like literally had a sliver of health, that's all the health he needed to charge and take the tower. Hey, we got a game against Infamous from Squad 0. Definitely want to go in for a wall breakers at the start. That's the first play. Step in the right direction. The wall breakers are able to step all over the tower. It's not something that people want to play against, especially since they're a card that, you know, opponents have to spend more elixir to counter. It's a fun card for us to spam. Wait, is he not going to get any value with the Skeleton Dragons? Definitely going to be a Lava Hound deck, by the way. Whenever we see arrows and barbarians and this type of card assortment, it screams lava every time. I think that we want to go in for a miner here because the recruit on the right will probably die. We want to be able to get some more value out of the other one. If the miner's going to be tanking for the wall breakers, he can't necessarily counter that comfortably. He's going to let both wall breakers connect to the tower here. So I can go for Spear Goblins in the middle to go and kite the miner. I can Spear Goblins in the back so then they can assassinate the miner from a distance. I could also maybe even just like, oh, I guess I'm going to go bomb tower in the safe spot and then Spear Goblins off to the side. So he's not able to zap or snowball on top of those Spear Goblins and then also on top of the bomb tower. It's nice to separate our stuff from that perspective. Okay, so Spear Goblins are going to run away from the bomb as well. Cool. Wonder if we get some damage. He eats it all again. Okay, he's going to Lava Hound in the back. I can sense it. I just know. When he does it, we go recruits. Let's go! Told you guys. I knew it. They always go Lava Hound in the back when there's just banking up a lot of elixir, and there's nothing else that you can expect from them. And when they do that, you like going recruits at the river sometimes, and as long as they don't have Evo Barbs, you'll be fine. Unfortunately, he had Evo Barbs, so you got a huge positive elixir trade. But we got the Evo Barbs out of cycles. There was a bit of a benefit there. Gonna zap, so let's go and pull that back, and then maybe we can go for the wall breakers to counter everything. Going for a poison on the Skeleton Dragons. Wait for the Skeleton Dragons to lock on our tower. Then we go in for a Spear Goblins to go and pull back the... No! I messed up! Well, that was supposed to lock on my tower and not do that. Anyway, we can go bomb tower. We might be okay. If I had just let the Skeleton Dragons lock on, we would have been so fine. Oh, that would have been so easy. But now we're making the content a little bit closer for y'all. You guys get a little bit more of a hype game, maybe. He's going to go for Barbarians? No, he's not. He's going to save it for the Wall Breakers, I think. Maybe not. He's going to arrows. Okay. So he's got arrows all along. Anyway, we can go for recruits. It will be able to tank for the Inferno Dragon. Obviously, going to be a little bit more sketch. All right, so we have to like go and drop most of the recruits on the other side because we're going to take the right-hand tower, but at the same time, we need to start piling on the pressure on both sides if we have any hope of winning. All right, we need the Skeleton Dragons to die. Then we can go for our bats. Then we can go for a miner. He's going to go for Zap as well. I hate the fact that he's got Zap and he's got arrows in the same deck. Such overkill, bro. You just had to troll me like that. All right. We can go for a poison. I don't think that that's good enough, though. I think we got to go in for recruits at the river. These need to find their way through. If they don't, we're dead. So that's how we have to play, guys. Recruits, you got to start charging on the tower right now. You have one job. Okay, they're charging up both towers. You love to see it. I'm going to log that. We'll roll through in the right-hand side. I don't have to spend any extra elixir. I guess the recruit was going to do enough anyway. Man, this game has been so freaking chaotic. We're kind of winning right now. We're winning from a tower damage department. All right, he's going to go Evo Barbs. That's exactly what we hate. Now we're going to go for recruits to go and pull everything back. Probably got to go bats. And then the Evo Barbs are just going to do so much. This is not going to be a chill defense. If I go for a poison, it will be able to kill the Skeleton Dragons. He's going to miner with it, so we have to kill the Skeleton Dragons with that. All right, we're going to go for miner plus wall breakers, going for Spear Goblins as well. See if he decides to go in for any practical small spells. Nope, zaps. That's not enough. All right, guys, we might be able to find a way to win. It would have been a win if I just hadn't messed up, is what I'm trying to say. All right, the bomb tower here. You can go recruits again. Just pile on the pressure. Let's go, let's go. Even if he goes in for a balloon, he might be mesmerized by the recruits and not look at what's happening on the battlefield. Because if he's able to concentrate all of his small spells and his entire arsenal and his brain on top of that, that would have been some serious pain for me. All right, we're going to go for wall breakers. The bats will be able to tank for the Lava Hound for a short period of time. Please, come on, just one of them. Let's go. That was one of the most cumbersome clumbouts I've had in a minute. I'm so glad we won. Right until the end, I totally thought I lost that match. But the Wallbreakers came through with a clutch tower snatch. We've climbed up to 9,400 in the world. So Legends cycling the skeletons in the back. We're just gonna go recruits. How about some like extra evolved skeletons? The recruits got some shields. They got some longer swords. Or I guess they've got like, I don't know, spears. That's what they are. Those longer swords. I just didn't seem like the right classification of their weapon. Anyway, we go for wall breakers here and then have the miner tank. And I don't think the wall breaker is going to connect to the tower, but I would hope so. Okay, getting a Tesla plus 2 elixir trade all day long. All right, since our opponent's going to have Firecracker and he's going to have Tesla, he's definitely going to have a Hog Rider deck. If we're playing against Hog Rider, we have to prepare our bomb tower or we're going to get destroyed. We don't really have any other good answers to Hog at all. So we have to keep up with this card cycle, maybe go for Spear Goblins, Log, going for Bats, and then get back to bomb towers as quickly as we can. It's going to be hard for us to go for Royal Recruits because whenever we drop a Royal Recruits, as you guys can see, we don't have enough elixir for the bomb tower for a minute. Yeah, he's going to go in. You know what? I think it's okay to eat this damage since we want to build up the biggest elixir advantage possible since we have the evolution. If we didn't have the evolution, it wouldn't make sense for us to eat any damage here because we can't bank on this doing more. All right, we're going to go for poison. I think we're able to shut down the Valkyrie. I don't think the Valkyrie survives this. Maybe I'm just really optimistic, but I fully believe in the faith of the recruits. And then also, the wall breakers and the right are both going to connect. We can go for more Spear Goblins since this Valkyrie's out of cycle. He doesn't have Log. Okay, this is looking really promising. Even though he's a legend, I think that his tail might be not going the way he wants. All right, we can go in for recruits again in the back and build up another big push and just trade relatively evenly with this push and then all in with the next one. I think that's always the strategy. The way that we win in this matchup is try to get the dude to go in for a lot of elixir, trade evenly, and then when we get the evolution, then we just spam everything we possibly can. All right, so as I said before, we're going to play a little bit more defensive here since we aren't trying to get that much with these recruits. Also, definitely have to go and kill that Firecracker, and the bomb tower will fulfill that mission. All right, so his Ice Spirit's out of cycle. I think I can go for Bats here. He's going to cycle Valk on the left. Again, he's just nonchalantly ignoring the right-hand side for whatever reason. It's nice that we're consistently getting minor damage. All right, we can go for Spear Goblins here in the back. I bet you he goes in for a Hog Rider soon, so I want to be prepared for that. And then we can go for the evolution. I don't want to poison. I really don't want to do anything besides go for wall breakers on the left just to force that extra elixir. And then I can miner here and then go for bats. Because we know that the Royal recruits, as soon as they're charging up, are a huge threat for our opponent. Okay, that's terrible. I thought the recruits were going to be able to kill the Firecracker. Inches away, man. Inches away. The one time the Firecracker actually shoots what she's supposed to. All right, the guy's going to have a bomb tower counter with the Earthquake, but it's not a great counter. It's still going to like do no damage. If you guys didn't know, even if your opponent goes Hog Rider plus Earthquake, which is a 7 elixir investment, if you go for a bomb tower, which costs 4 elixir, you get a +3 trade and you take no damage besides the Earthquake. All right, we're going to go for poison. I think the bats lock onto the tower. I think I win with that one bat. Come on, Barry, give us the carry. All right, we don't get enough damage, but it's all right. Go in for maybe a log here and finish off the Firecracker so it doesn't get the hit. Oh, and we snipe the skeletons. Yes, sir.
First time.
All right, Spear Goblins are coming through. I think we can go for a poison. We walk with the wind if we get one Spark Goblin hit. Well, I don't even think we need to. Just poison them out. GG. So if you guys are sick and tired of playing against Hog Rider Earthquake with Firecracker Evolution, this is an amazing deck to counter it. You just have to use your Bomb Tower by cycling your cheap cards like Spear Goblins, Log, and Bats. Meanwhile, all-inning with your Royal Recruits Evolution every chance you get. Hey, what's up, Chris? So he's going to be crisscrossed all over the place when we spam on both sides. I want to go for a miner and then maybe split up wall breakers here just because I didn't have my wall breakers in my starting hand. I felt obligated to go and cycle some stuff to get to them. All right, the guy's going to have Royal Hogs and I don't have my bomb tower in my hand. Jeez, Clash Royale, why are you trying to troll me? Why can't you make this life easy right now, bro? Anyway, wait, are the bats going to activate King Tower? Oh, please. Yes! How did that happen? I never thought that would work. There has to be like a sub 1% chance of that working. I've never seen that. That's crazy. We activated King Tower with a bat. This guy must be furious right now. He's like, wait, why did that even work? I don't know, man. I actually have no idea. We're going to go for a poison. I don't think the wall breakers connect, but it's all good. We are able to go and clash and clobber all of those goblins and the bats, so it's a great trade overall. Looking back at the game real quick, we know that our dude's going to have a ram. I guess he's going to ram a whole bunch of Royal Hogs and then Princess at the River. Those are the strategies that these type of players do. Yeah, so he's just randomly dropping the Royal Hogs as expected. And, I mean, after the bomb tower expires, he's going to go Princess of the River. These are what these players do. If we go in for a miner, he's going to go Goblin Gang or Mini P.E.K.K.A. And we kind of just want to go recruits in the back so we can use the evolution. The biggest misstep with this deck is not cycling your evolution. Sometimes people do that, including myself. Like, we're a minute and 30 seconds into the game, and I still haven't used my Royal recruits. So that's really bad. Typically, I'll try to cycle them as one of my first cards. Okay, so he's going to go for Princess. We can log on that. We go in for, yeah, there's the Princess as expected. He's going to have Goblin Gang, so we can go for a Miner here and then go for Spear Goblins. I want to kill the Spear Goblins with my Miner, ideally. So then our Spear Goblins are going to thrive, and then he still doesn't have anything to finish it off. That's huge. Look at that one Spear Goblin on the tower on the left. That's what I'm talking about. That's all we need. It might seem like not much, but it racks up damage over time, and it's essentially like a Hog Rider hit after you get 4 of them. So that's cool. All right, we can go a Bomb Tower whenever he decides to go in for his Royal Hogs. If he goes Princess, it's fine. He's actually going to cycle Mini P.E.K.K.A. as expected. That is one of the cards that he's going to try to use to catch my Miner. Oh, let's go. It locked onto the tower. That's awesome. Seriously, I can't believe I have the King Tower activated. That is such a clutch win early on. Like, not a win in the entire battle, but like it's been a part of the war. All right, we're gonna go for Spear Goblins here. We can go in for another set of Wall Breakers, and maybe even go for bats if we're feeling it. Okay, that was the interesting, most interesting log I've ever seen. Oh, that's like me in League of Legends when I'm super tilted. I'm like, oh, you know, just random BS skills. Hopefully it hits, and then it just doesn't hit anything. You're like, oh, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, team. This guy disappointed his other 8 cards in his deck. All right, we can go for a Miner. We can go for a bats. Potentially log, maybe go for a poison. I'm feeling pretty good about ourselves, right? If we go for a log on top of the Goblin Gang, that might be our better bet. Nah, I'm going to go in for a log on the Princess. I don't want to stack up too much of that. If they stack up too many Princesses, it's a huge problem. Also, wait, we're able to log on the Royal Hogs too? That's even better value. We take that all day long. All right, we're going to go in for Wallbreaker Split, then go Bats, and then go Miner. I bet you the recruits dash onto the tower. One of them has to. There's no doubt that we got to get something on the tower here. They can't just stay stagnant. They're angry. They're riled up. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I love how I said it, and they're like, yes, Jake, we're going to deliver. We're not the Royal Delivery. We're the Royal Recruits, but I'll still deliver your present. But honestly, that bat at the start was one of the best presents I could have ever asked for. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest for your day.